We are all human beings here, and we can all agree that we aren't perfect. Sometimes we snooze our alarms, check Instagram too often, and put off doing an important task till the last minute. So, here we can all agree that we are not perfectionists, rather, we are procrastinators. Number 1, know why you are procrastinating. Well, this might sound stupid and kind of obvious, but we procrastinate when we have to do something difficult, when we are very much scared to do a certain task. That's when we start procrastinating and we start to delay doing that work. We end up watching Friends for the 112th time instead of doing the work, that the assignment, the project that we need to get done in a week, in a few days. So it's important to know why we are delaying the work. Is it because it's too difficult? Is it because it is very easy and so you know that you won't take much time doing it? Or is it because you are scared of the difficulty? Personally, I delay things when I find a certain task difficult, a project, a phone call, and that's when I tend to delay my work. That's when I tend to procrastinate. Instead of doing the task at hand, I do all the other things. Number 2, make your work look easier and make your distractions look harder. So instead of forcing yourself to do the work, I would suggest that trick your brain into believing that the work at hand is not only important but also easy. So if you train your brain to believe that a certain important task is easy, then your brain will start thinking that yeah, it is easy, let's just do it and get over with it. So how can you actually trick your brain? Well, personally, I try to divide my work into small chunks, and also I try to reward myself with something very little. It doesn't need to be something very extra. I try to reward myself when I'm done with the work. So first of all, I try to divide my work into chunks so that it's smaller and the task at hand is easier for me to do. So suppose I'm writing an essay for an assignment. So if the assignment is for 5,000 words, I try to break it into a 500 word each section, and then I tackle each section separately. And along with it, I also try to make kind of a checklist so that once I tick one of those off, then I don't know why, but I get a lot of satisfaction ticking off certain tasks from my list. This part is that while you're making your work look easier and more fun, it's also important to make your distractions look or seem harder to reach. It's not only technology, maybe it's not only a phone or TV or any other distractions, but it might be also a friend or a family member in and around you. So make sure that you let them know that you are working, and I'm honestly telling you, once you get in the state of flow, then it's very easy to continue work for longer hours instead of working in chunks where you are all the time distracted with all your gadgets and people around you. So make sure that you make your task look easier and make your distractions look harder to reach. Number 3, the state of flow. So I have talked about the state of flow in one of my videos on Ikigai, so you can check that out too. I'll leave a link in the description box below, and I'll also put it up here, so you can check that out. Basically what the state of flow is, that when you are concentrated in a work, then you get unaware of your surroundings, and I'm sure that has happened to you, if not a lot of times, but at least sometimes, when you're so immersed in your work that you forget sense of time and space. So when we are distracted, when we cannot get into the state of flow, that's what I'm trying to say. And once you get into the state of flow, it's very difficult to come out of it because you're so engrossed in the work that you love to do and that you enjoy doing. I'll not talk much about the state of flow in this video because I've already made a video on it, so you can check that out. But do know that once you are in the state of flow, your task at hand becomes very easy to do because you are very much immersed in it. And that's a very important part of doing your work and also beating procrastination. Number 4, mental health. For me personally, when I tend to put off important things to the last minute, then I get stressed and I get anxious. Although I will be scrolling through Instagram, but at the back of my head I'll be always thinking about that project or that task that I have to do. And of course I won't be doing it, but I will be stressing about it, and that's extremely bad for anybody's mental health. And I will of course do my work at the last minute and with a lot of stress and anxiety. And that's another factor why we should not procrastinate, or why we should keep in mind that procrastination actually harms our mental health. Of course, procrastination is not a healthy habit, and often it can be an indicator to certain underlying illness or problem that you might have. And I hope you found this video helpful, and I hope to see you next week.